It's a trap, you walk right into the hate. All over a new king that's face is just replaced. It's all the same, you still be ruled by force. And no matter who it is, they'll still carry on the torch. Just a lie, cheat, steal, half of what you make. Taxation is steps, it's time to vacate the state. Newsflash, all your cash is an IOU. From killers who really do steal from you. Inflation is a weapon used by every nation who says that they're saving the world through lies. If they disguise and pass off as bravery, well, I got news, debt is slavery. It don't matter who's madder, a new master don't matter. When they both want the same, the state don't play no games. They got you trying to survive and put you on sides and ready to kill each other. That's conquer and divide. It's all for show or for hyper control.
That's a shout out to Josh Whitman who gave us $20 on Venmo, boy.
And we're back with another episode of Bones and Tubs. We're here with you on this Tuesday. Just on the cusp of April. You know, it's still kind of...
Still kind of COVID-y outside.
Yeah, very COVID-y.
Yeah, people are coughing and shit.
Yeah, so basically, we all know what's going on right now.
Yeah, we don't really need to say it.
No, because here's the thing. I was talking to my podcasting partner earlier this week, and I said, listen.
That's me.
I was like, I'm tired of talking about it because I feel like that's all we've been doing for like a month and a half or so, you would say.
Yeah.
It's because, and that's the thing. It's encapsulated everything. It's hard to find news that isn't directly involved with it.
That's because it's eating more pussy than cervical cancer out there in society.
Which leads to one to believe that it kind of goes with that narrative of it being a plandemic.
Yeah, that's like the last episode we had. Check it out. Plandemic with a D and an L.
So I was like, you know what? I don't want to fucking talk about it this week.
I don't want to fucking...
Even though we're talking about it right now, we're explaining to you, because you're probably like, oh, why aren't you guys going to talk about it? No, we're not talking about it this week, because you know what?
I imagine most of the people tuning in probably are tired of hearing about this shit.
Exactly, and that's what I said. I was like, I don't want to talk about it this week. I don't want the whole episode to be about, the coronavirus.
Just call it a bioweapon. You spelled it wrong.
Oh, okay.
You spelled bioweapon
but
incorrectly.
I don't want to talk about it. Everybody knows about it. Everybody's dealing with it right now.
Hey, did you hear?
Yeah. Unless you're just waking up from a coma.
I had some real cheeky shit I was thinking about on the way over here. Like, I would have you ask me, like, oh, how you been doing? Like, oh, just got done getting my tattoo worked on. Went to the barbershop.
Yeah.
Stopped by a restaurant. Had a lunch. Watched a sports game.
I'm sure those noticing on the live, my hair is short. This is the
same haircut. It's the
Corona cut.
The Corona fade.
Yeah. Because we don't have access to barbers right now, so we have to do it ourselves.
Listen, this is the perfect time to start Speakeasy Everything.
I'm all about that life.
Check this thing real quick.
This would be the perfect time to begin to participate in the black market.
One's got to be black.
Oh, right.
Speaking of racism.
But not what we want to talk about today, other than the government overusing their power to keep us under control. So I was like, we got to do something else, right? So I figured we would do like a profile in conspiracy today
of my dude.
Yeah, your dude. He ain't mine.
Listen,
I don't dislike him, but
would you say that I led you down the path of woke?
Yeah. I would say, like, here's the thing. I have to give credit where credit is due.
Yeah.
Because today we're talking.
Sorry, and meme interruption.
Okay, yeah. Let's. You know what? Just so you guys know, you're aware, we're going to be talking about profile in conspiracies.
Alexander Emmerich Jones. Alex Jones.
But before we get started on that...
Or Bill Cooper, depending on who you ask.
I'm going to talk about something that everybody's been talking about, too, other than COVID-19. And that's Tiger King. Y'all been watching Tiger King?
Have you watched the King of the Sting?
Not recently, no.
They did an episode called The Tiger King and Sting.
Oh, yeah?
They're under the impression that it's all fake.
See...
the gayness is fake.
I don't know, man. You got to watch it. You kind of get that. Like, here's the thing. Like, if you haven't watched The Tiger King yet, I'm not going to tell anybody out there what to fucking watch. But listen, man, like, there's some good documentary series out there, right?
For sure.
This one, though, is so, like, I got into maybe 20 minutes into the first episode, and I was like, this shit ain't real. I was like, this is fake. It's like, there's no fucking way these people are real. There's no way nobody acts like this. So then I went and looked it up, and it was real. It's all real.
They said that they played the dude's music, like one of his songs. Like, this dude got some fucking bangers.
Yeah.
I listened to the one song. Yeah, I mean, it was something I might do coke to if I did coke.
You could tell that dude does a lot of drugs. But the memes coming from the Tiger King are by and large my favorite part. If not the references, like I'm here to tell you now, you got to watch it on your own. You can't see it yet, but fuck Carol Baskin. For real, man.
That's what that meme I showed Tubbs was Donald Trump with an executive order, and it said everybody's getting $1,200 except for that bitch Carol Baskin.
Because fuck her. Seriously, she killed her husband, fed him the tigers.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of true crime podcasts.
Do they eat bones, though, tigers?
That's the thing. Their stomach acid is so strong. They mentioned that in the show. They can digest bone.
Okay.
But the whole theory is that she put them in the meat. They had this giant industrial meat grinder, and the theory is that they had two theories. One, she put them through the meat grinder and fed them to the tigers, or two, she buried them underneath the septic tank.
Listen, man,
Tiger
ate that dude.
My dude Joe Exotic, stay strong, brother. He always asked, "What's under the septic tank, Carol? What's underneath it?" That dude is off the fucking chain, though. Like, he's OP, and when I say that, I mean it in both ways.
I'm downloading this right now. This is going to be on the episode cover.
Oh, most definitely.
I'm sorry. Big dick energy. Alex Jones flexing.
But yeah, so besides you going out there and watching Tiger King, which I suggest to everybody, my partner brought over this isn't the newest edition.
Yeah, it's the newest quarterly edition of the This Year in Hate and Extremism 2019.
From the Southern Poverty Law Center.
It's a law enforcement only, but I'm here to tell you a secret. If you just go to their website and you tell them that you work for the sheriff's office, they'll send you one.
So if you lie to them, which
to get their
as far as I'm concerned,
propaganda,
lying to them is not a big deal.
Lying to get lied to,
because they paint this picture that there's just like huge amounts of hate.
Can we just call it the anti-white magazine? You think that'd be fair? The anti-white quarterly?
Yeah, and like I actually saw a really good interview with a woman who worked with one of these. So like in their category, they go through all these different hate groups, and there is some hate groups in here. I'll give them that. But then you get to like just it says general hate in some of these organizations, or for that matter, like the family institutes and stuff like that. They put them in here too. Like the American Family Association, right?
Yeah.
I can't remember what organization this woman worked for that did an interview with, but basically talked about how, in their own special fucked up way, the Southern Poverty Law Center, more or less almost got her killed. Like somebody came to their offices and tried to kill her because they had put her on some list of hate people. And she was just like, she works for some family institute that does research and stuff like that.
Well,
like that's what we're dealing with here.
They're right up there with the ADL. That's the Anti-Defamation League.
I know who they are. Okay. But you flip through this work, and listen, this is a fine,
high gloss, really.
High gloss.
It's going to be really hard to wipe our asses with
well, that's what I said. When he gave it to me initially, I said, "Wow, thanks for the toilet paper."
Thanks for the TP,
but I was like, the paper's so fucking thick. I was like, I just have to scrape the shit out of my asshole to make this work.
Probably just give your butthole, your tight little puckered balloon knot, a paper cut.
Ooh,
you ever had?
What's good? You know what's good for paper cuts on your butthole? Lemon juice.
I was gonna say 91% isopropyl alcohol.
Or maybe my proprietary blend of hand sanitizer.
Dr. Tubbs, not a doctor. Proprietary blend.
But anti-government patriot groups. So now we've considered them hate groups as well.
These motherfuckers with their freedom and shit.
Yeah. These motherfuckers. Well, of course, they got the 3%. And,
These motherfuckers tripping and spitting.
all the different 3% variations are in here as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've rolled them into the anti-hate as well, just because they're anti-government, which means they must hate everybody.
So the anti-hate?
Yes.
Anti-hate?
Well, they've lumped them in with.
Oh.
Well, and here's the thing: the anti-government groups do hate. They hate the government.
Well, I wonder if we're on there. How long is it going to take us to get in this bitch-ass magazine?
Man, I would shit my pants right now if they.
Bones
if
and
I saw
Toes
Bones and Toes.
podcast.
I'm surprised. Like, this is just the groups, though. They're going to go through. One of these days, we're going to get a nice smear. Oh, Oath Keepers is on here.
If you guys like the Bones and Toes podcast, go over to Southern Poverty Law Center. I couldn't find the magazine name. I thought I had a name to it. Apparently, they got rid of the name.
Yeah. So
anyway, go to the Southern Poverty Law Center and report us.
Yeah.
So we
okay.
can get on the list.
Here's the thing. They've included all these different militias and stuff like that. And the thing is okay, just because there is a militia group, I don't necessarily think you could draw a parallel between them being anti-government necessarily, because here's the thing. It is explicitly written inside of our constitutional right that we can form militias.
And we should all be armed
So
to prevent tyranny.
That being
from
said,
tyrannical government.
How can they be anti-government if they're exercising a right that the government... Well, they're exercising a right the government can't touch.
I've got 2 words for you. Ready? Brainwashing.
Oh, well, yeah.
That's why.
I wonder what kind of credentials you need to be a member of the Southern Poverty Law Center. What who do they hire?
Jeez.
Do you usually just say that?
What?
Nothing. I don't necessarily know it's them. I can see, I'm going to take a shot in the dark here and say there's an exorbitant amount of those septum piercings.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, septum, the nose piercing.
Yeah, and then...
all I'm going to say is there are a lot of people wearing hats in that photo.
A lot of people...
Some of them are tiny hats.
A lot of people who have unnatural hair colors.
Like pink or maybe like a bright green.
Like a hot cyan.
Maybe like a I Hate You Dad.
Yeah.
One of those colors.
I see these things when I think of the staff of the Southern Poverty Law Center. It's either that or angry old fat white women.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get some hate for that one. But
it's whatever.
But you know what?
Love and hate are the same thing.
I guess I'm trying to get put into this magazine is what I'm saying.
I mean, power, you know?
I mean, really angry
I should probably delete that.
Really angry cat ladies. Yes, yeah. You probably should. Or reverse it or do something else with it. Because as much as I want to be in this magazine for some dumb shit, I don't want to be in it with some legitimate shit. You know what I mean?
Well, we're not about that life. We're about human freedom. Anybody that listens knows that.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, now that I get on the subject of the day, and it's the reason why I differentiate myself from Alex Jones. Right?
Here's a picture. I'm sorry. This is the last interruption.
That's Benny.
Liberal student Bernie Sanders being arrested for throwing eggs at black protesters in 1965.
Well, that's fake news. I'm just here to tell you that now.
Is it fake?
Yeah. Well, no, he really did get dragged away by police, but he was marching for civil rights.
Okay.
Yeah, that whole bottom tagline is bullshit.
Whole black thing.
I mean, I'm not listen, I'm no Bernie fan, you know.
But you're going to call it truth where you call it truth.
Yeah, I've seen that picture before, and it wasn't because he was throwing eggs at black people. Sorry. Fake news.
I bet he's a writer for this magazine, you think?
Oh, I'm sure he loves this shit.
He's got like a Richard Bachman name. Like a pseudonym.
Well, no, he used to write about how women always fantasized about getting raped and stuff like that. You remember that?
Yeah, because they do.
That's apparently how he thinks.
Right. Well, I take all... Okay. All right.
Okay. I say let's get to our subject of the day.
Alexander Emmerich Jones.
Alexander Emmerich Jones. This dude... Okay.
He was born in 1974.
There you go.
February 11th. What's that make him? A Capricorn?
Man, I don't know the zodiac for shit.
I don't know. Me either.
I'm a terrible esoterist. You know?
I only mentioned the star thing because I heard some silly shit the other day that I won't directly mention, but I will tell you later if you're curious.
I'm always curious.
Like a cat.
Yeah.
A guy who owns a business.
Oh, okay.
Jesus.
Okay.
He cried one time. He wept.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Anyway, Alexander Emmerich Jones.
Yes. Okay. The subject of the day. He, born in Texas, raised in Texas. Still lives in Texas.
I'm a Texan.
He is a Texan. And, you know, like, I have to give him, like, he fits that stereotype of just, like, living large.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
In Texas.
For sure.
Got a lot of machismo.
He married Kelly Jones, you know?
Yeah.
Between 2007 2015.
Yeah. Okay, so he started out doing a radio show in the mid to late 90s.
Yep.
Like a regular radio show. And he talked politics and news and all that stuff. And eventually it got to the point where he was hammering the Bill Clinton stuff real hard.
Yeah. Prior to the cigarette or the cigar tube, yeah.
And he was told to chill on Bill Clinton.
Chill out, bro.
And he's like, fuck yourselves.
Yeah.
Because they were losing advertising dollars because he just kept talking about it.
To be fair, he exhibited what they call big dick energy.
Yeah. So he struck out on his own.
Yeah.
And had his own radio show. And then, you know, with the birth of, well, not the birth of the internet, but when the internet started to come up, started InfoWars.
Infowars.com.
Okay. You know, and like I said, I have to give credit where credit is due on this one because his material is what directed me in the conspiracy direction from the get.
He woke me up driving south on 75, and some dude had a bumper sticker that was black and white, and it just said Infowars.com. And I went there, and then I didn't sleep for a while.
Like, he started it off for me, but here's what I'm going to say is, like, he might have started it off, but I feel like I've evolved past Alex Jones. Like, I'm not saying I'm smarter than him, but I feel like in the political mindset, I've moved past where he's at.
He doesn't believe in anarchy or freedom.
No, because
he's in that mush fake libertarian category.
Because he likes to call himself a libertarian, and I'm not.
Yeah, I don't know if he still rides Trump's dick. There for a while, he rode Trump's dick pretty hard.
Yeah.
But there was a time where I think it was Trump, one of the countries that Trump ordered bombing in. Mm-hmm. He got on there like they loaded the hot take, and he was like, "Fuck that motherfucker! God damn it!"
Yeah.
So I mean, he's on the spectrum of liberty.
Yeah, yeah, I've always hit out on him because there's a few topics he doesn't like to talk about or he doesn't mention, and it's Zionism being the big one, where it makes me think that he's a shill.
Yeah, paid for, bought.
Like, I've said that before, even before I questioned his ties to Zionism. Mm-hmm. But now it's gotten to the point where I don't know if it's that or I think he's some like fucking deep sleeper fucking, or not deep sleeper, sleeper cell fucking psyop agent working to make conspiracy theorists look stupid. Because sometimes he does some things that are fucking, he's so fucking over the top with his shit.
I think he's just a psychopath in a good way, though.
But like, I think the doctor said it to me once, and he's like, here's the thing. He's like, yes, he's outlandish. Yes, he says extreme things, and he gets fucking angry, and he screams and hollers and fucking acts like a madman. Yeah. But here's the thing, like take for example, it's been meme. He was turned into a meme for this one, where he talked about how that chemical was turning frogs gay.
Atrazine.
Okay, so here's the thing. It was hyperbolous in nature for him to say that, right?
Do you think he's woke enough to be outlandish to wake people up to these things?
Well, that's the thing. He didn't say anything factually wrong.
Right.
You only have to correct him on how he said it.
Do you think he acts clownish in order to get attention?
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
To bring about awareness.
That's like some Barnum and Bailey 3-ring circus shit. Like,
right,
but I get that, but like at the same time, like it can come off as somebody who takes these things seriously as hackney. Like he's like kind of a hack.
But would he give real information if he was a hack, though?
That's the thing, though. Like, but he's so schlocky about it. And I know I keep throwing these weird, goofy words out there.
We keep using these.
But I'm trying to use descriptors for this dude, because here's the thing: like, he's not. He like I said, he's hyperbolous, because like with the whole turning frogs gay thing, like the thing that I didn't like about it was the fact that like he wasn't wrong, but he didn't. He
turn the freaking frogs gay.
Exactly. When in reality, it was changing their sexes. Right. Which, I mean, I guess in a grander sense, like, but the thing is the notions of, as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to the notions of homosexuality and queerness, I don't really think it extends too far beyond humans. Does that make sense? So to put those kind of labels on frogs. Now, there is something to be said about it, though. That's the thing. There is something to be said about the fact that these chemicals are gender-bending frogs.
Yeah, and they're the same chemicals that are in our food and water.
That's something that's serious.
Yeah.
Right? But then you get him later on. He fucking, one Halloween, he dressed up like a goddamn
and that
gay
shit's
frog.
funny, bro.
But the thing is like, when it comes to this shit, I take it very seriously.
I get it.
You know what I mean? And I feel like he kind of, his buffoonery belittles our vocation.
I've noticed, though, that in our vocation, when I title things a certain way, the way he speaks, we get more hits.
Now, don't get me wrong. I love watching that dude lose his shit.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I've watched it a million times.
The Goku.
Yeah, when he goes, you just go to YouTube and put in
Alex Jones Super Saiyan.
Alex Jones Super Saiyan. Yeah. It's so fucking funny. Or, the one that was a big TikTok thing for a minute where, and I kind of want you to put it in the show where it's like, you son of a bitch. You crossed the line, fucker.
Yeah. Great folks. But Schiff looks like the archetypal cocksucker with those little deer in the headlight eyes and all his stuff. And there's something about this fairy hopping around, bossing everybody around, trying to intimidate people like me and you. I want to tell Congressman Schiff and all the rest of them, hey, listen, asshole, quit saying Roger and I never used cussing in 22 years, but the gloves are off. Listen, you son of a bitch. What the fuck's your problem? You want to sit here and say that I'm a goddamn fucking Russian? You get in my face with that, I'll beat your goddamn ass, you son of a bitch. You piece of shit. You fucking goddamn fucker. You piece of shit. You fucking goddamn piece of shit. Fuckhead. Fucker. Listen, fuckhead. You have fucking crossed the line. Get that through your goddamn fucking head. Stop pushing your shit. You're the people that have fucked this fairy and gang raped the shit out of it and lost an election. So stop shooting your mouth off claiming I'm the enemy. You got that, you goddamn son of a bitch? Damn fucking Russian? Fucker? Goddamn fucking Russian? Fill your hand. I'm sorry, but I'm done. You start calling me a foreign agent. Those are fucking fighting words. Excuse me. Goddamn son of a bitch. Goddamn son of a bitch.
Yeah, I don't think I have ever...
I remember listening to that episode and I'm like, Jesus, man, this dude's going off the boat.
He's passionate and I have to give him props for that. But at the same time, there's certain things about him that I don't care for. You know, and back to just him in general. Here late, I think what brought this up was that he got DUI charges literally 2 weeks ago. Less than that. Yeah, 2 weeks ago, right? We've been noticing here in the last couple of years, it seems like a go-to thing for conspiracy theorists to get caught on false drunk driving charges, right? Mm-hmm. So I go and look stuff up on it, and the first thing that caught my attention about the whole thing is this made national news, right? Mm-hmm. Alex Jones, prolific conspiracy theorist, pulled over DUI, right?
Yeah.
So I look into it, and come to find out, first of all, he didn't even blow over the legal limit. He blew under. Just under.
Blew my fucking mind. How are you going to arrest a dude on a DWI if you're not over the limit? He's
just under. We're talking the margin here is less than the size of a Nat's Peter at this point, because we're talking 0.079.
What's the alcohol content of sake?
Well, I think it varies. It's like wine.
Right, but it's higher than beer.
Yeah.
So he had a little bit of sake.
Yeah. But it was hours before then. So how much sake did he have? But anyways, he gets pulled over because, it came from a phone call. His ex-wife called the police because I guess they got into an argument, and she called the police and said, I think he's drunk. He's driving around.
His wife did?
His ex-wife.
His ex-wife's a bitch.
So he gets pulled over. He blows a .079. He apparently, according to the cop, he failed his little turn and step walk test.
Just for a second, real quick.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that in all of the states, you don't have to perform those tests. So if you get pulled over on a DUI and the cop asks you to get out of the car, do it. Get out of the car. If he asks you to if he asks you to perform those tests, you don't have to. Make him take you to the station. Yeah. Continue.
But
sorry, freedom,
But here's the thing, and even him, what I have, and this is where me and him diverge again. It's he's not even blaming the cop for this. He's saying that this testing system was messed up.
Yeah, you don't have to do it. It's It's not required by law.
But here's the thing, though. Like, why is he, jacking this cop up for free? Jacking him off for free. You know
I don't
what I mean?
think
Like,
he knew to tell him no.
Like, has anyone told Alex Jones ACAB?
Maybe this is the... What if Alex Jones took this as an ACAB moment? Well, and this is what I would call a teachable moment.
Okay, yeah. So here's the thing. He got quoted by Vice saying, "I'm gonna try to do an Alex Jones impression. Are you ready?" "I'm empowered by freedom," Jones added. "I have to take depressants like alcohol to express how empowered I am because I'm into freedom."
Yeah.
Was that good?
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I looked away from you for a minute and I thought you were Alex Jones.
I got possessed by him for a minute there.
Yeah. That big dick spirit.
But the thing is, like, yeah, and that's what brought it up, because this isn't the first time we've known somebody in the conspiracy circles to get pulled over for DUI. Like, what was his...
Bones.
Beyond that, there was the guy. What was his name?
Tyler from Secure Team 10 on YouTube.
He got pulled over. He wasn't even drinking or anything.
He asserts that he does not drink. He does not like to drink, and he wasn't drinking.
And, and the thing is like, it's like I told you, I was like, that's like me, who I do drink occasionally, right? And when I say occasionally, like once a quarter.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I don't go anywhere when I drink. I stay home.
Stay in the fucking house.
Okay. So if you ever hear about me getting a DUI or getting pulled over by the cops for driving drunk,
it's silly.
Don't believe the hype. I don't
Fake
do that.
News.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Yeah.
So, but they have been catching people with this, and it's a good way to defame people because there's a stigma against that.
For sure.
That people can't get over, even though, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, DUI is pre-crime.
Right.
You didn't commit an actual crime.
Now, if you reckon to somebody while you're trashed, I think we should adopt the law that Scotland has. They don't do pre-crime DUI arrests. Mm-hmm. But if you hurt somebody or kill someone, you get charged with fucking murder.
But that's the thing, though. You would have gotten charged with that anyways.
Right. But that's what I'm saying, like...
Well, okay, so here's the thing. I'll give it this. Okay, so say hypothetically, you are drunk and you hit somebody, right?
Yeah.
Where a sober person hit somebody, they could possibly just get vehicular manslaughter or some lesser charge.
Yeah.
But I would go the distance and say that because you were drunk,
yeah, you can
and you
add
hit somebody, you can go
to
ahead
the totality of circumstances.
Yeah, and pin it to murder because of that, because you literally took someone's life because your ass was sloppy.
You're out there being sloppy.
So I get that.
Right.
I totally get that.
But this fucking shit, like, I don't even understand how they charged him. You're under the legal limit. You did not exceed. You were.
But this isn't the first time this dude has courted controversy. He's still in the middle of a.
He told the truth about Sandy Hook.
Well,
I said it. I said it, not you. Don't worry about it.
No, but we're one group. We're both gonna get our asses sued for that one.
Fuck it. I don't give a shit.
But he got sued by the supposed victims of families of the Sandy Hook incident. And he's still dealing with that in court right now.
Of course.
Yeah. But other than that,
am I wrong though?
This dude has been courting controversy for a long time. Yeah, I remember the first time I came in contact with Alex Jones, kind of through you, was when he did that cameo appearance in that movie, A Scanner Darkly.
Yeah, that was a great movie.
Yeah. I think that was when he still maybe, because like as far as I'm concerned, a lot of people consider him like poison. Like I'm surprised Joe Rogan still has him on for real.
Joe's his dude, man.
But I'm surprised because we've talked about the possibility of Joe Rogan being a shill.
That's like when you
before.
blow up and have a solo podcast, and like I'm trying to do a website, and you're like, he's all right, man. He's my dude.
Yeah, I guess that's how it would work. I don't see that happening, but yeah, and then there's just other goofy shit that's tried to discredit him over time, like when he was divorcing his wife and he was talking about an incident where he was yelling at her or something, and
all the things that he says in the court of law are just words he's repeating from a lawyer he paid.
And he blamed it on eating chili.
I had a lot of chili. I was carb rich, I was drinking sake, but I wasn't driving. It was fine.
He's a goddamn madman is what he is.
He's a fucking savage, bro. Listen, when he had his, remember those public access, I don't know if they're still around, I'm sure they are, public access TV channels?
No, I never got to see any of that.
They're on cable. You just flip through them.
Mm-hmm. I know what you're talking about, yeah.
That fucking dude in Gratis, the Baptist church, he used to have one. He'd get on there.
I remember that.
Talked about snakes and fucking you dying in fire and shit. He had a public access TV channel one time. and this was before 9/11. He got on there with that big dick energy, wearing a suit, maybe I just made that up in my head.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and say suit or black t-shirt, one of those two things. And he's like, everybody needs to call Congress, and have the number for Congress pop up underneath him.
Yeah.
He's like, they're about to commit an act of terrorism in New York City. They're about to fly a plane into a building, but they're trying to take your freedom. Call them, tell them we know what you're doing, we know what's about to happen, and we ain't gonna buy it. Like, he did that before 9/11. Like, dude is fucking, he's plugged in, man.
Yeah. And here's the thing. He brought light to he's continued to bring light to situations where, like, for example, like fluoridated water, right? Yeah. Where the rest of the world has kind of gotten away from it already. Mm-hmm. We're for some reason still doing it
because it makes you sleepy.
I'm sleepy all the time, so
not sleepy physically, but sleepy brained. Mm.
But
you can have critical conversations.
Yeah, and of course he's been accused before of. And I kind of call. I'm gonna side with him on this and call bullshit. He's been accused before of hawking products.
Yeah,
but the thing is he's a self-made man.
Self-made all the way.
So like he's gonna have to, sell things in order to make money
to continue his business, right?
Yeah.
But he had this dude that sold soap, right? Mm-hmm. I cannot fucking remember the name of that dude. They still, I don't know if they still do. The last I listened to them, they still did occasional advertisement for this company.
Yeah.
But this guy would come on. He was an old man. Mm-hmm. He was like let's say 80 or 90-year-old, I imagine. Yeah. He was out of his fucking mind.
Yeah.
And he would come on and deliver a limerick for this company. And like one of them, he came on and was talking about, if you use our soap, like, I don't remember the limerick, but he performed a limerick and it basically said, like, use this soap, you get your dick sucked. And Alex was like, all right, man.
But no, he has brought light to things that now are legitimate, but nobody wants to give him any credit. Like fluoridated water.
Yeah.
Like aluminum in our fucking products. And
vaccines, he's talked a lot about.
Yeah. And he's like, and the thing is like now they advertise, hey, we don't put aluminum in our fucking deodorant anymore. Because it's harmful.
He made Luke Rudowski.
Yeah.
Luke Rudowski was just a dude in New York who started that We Are Change, but now it's a global movement.
Yeah.
He had him on the show.
I'd say that, and one of my favorites that came from him was Paul Joseph Watson.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. PJW.
Shit, man. That dude's fire. I mean, he was talking about how the migrant crisis in Europe had fundamentally changed countries over there. Like, he talked about how Sweden... Like, there was no-go zones, and people brushed him off like, oh, that's not true.
Yeah.
That's not true at all. And then he goes there, and then he dares other people to go. Like, why don't you go then?
Go check it out for yourself. Don't listen to the fucking shit, man. Look,
Champion?
He just had some controversy, too, with a few of his hires that no longer work for him. I do not remember the dude's name, but he used to be a constant writer. I want to say he was on the show a few times. But he was a dude that worked for him for a while, him and his wife. Mm-hmm. And they split ties.
Yeah.
Because of the Zion issue. And then Jason Burmis, remember him?
Yeah.
He made a 9/11 documentary. I can't remember the name of it. Mm-hmm. But, like, they split ties. And there's all this weird... I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it's just normal in business.
Yeah.
But, like, he's not perfect.
No.
But I would say that do you think his heart's in the right place and he's just a fucking retard?
Well, that's the thing, though. Like, that goes back to him being like larger than life and everything, and he treats it like he treats this shit like how you imagine. First of all, he doesn't. Something as fragile that can be as fragile as conspiracy theories. He does not handle them gently. He handles them like a 4-year-old with a Fabergé egg. And that's the thing, though. I'm not saying I'm perfect when it comes to handling conspiracy, but like, it's like I said, it's the hyperbolous nature that throws me off of him. That and the fact that he won't talk about Zionist issues.
Yeah,
which is a thing that's legitimate.
It's pretty.
That's not even, you know what? And that I don't even think the Southern Poverty Law Center would come after me for saying that.
I bet they would.
How? Because they got to be.
They're not.
Considering
they're not anti-Zion for sure.
You sure about that one?
Yes. Find me a fucking pro-Zionist hate group in that motherfucker. Because I guarantee it doesn't exist.
Pro-Zionist hate group.
Yeah, like a pro-Zion group.
Well, see, that's the thing, though, is like, okay, so you might be right about that, right?
I feel that I'm absolutely correct.
Okay, but here's the thing, though. Like, as far as I'm concerned, and we've mentioned this on the show a million times before, being anti-Zionist is not the same as being anti-Semitic.
Right.
Right.
But that requires a little bit of critical thinking.
If they're if they're part of the agenda, right? The agenda is anti-Israel right now, right? And anti-Zionism, and they've tried to differentiate between the two. That's the one time I can agree with certain politicians because they're willing to question that narrative.
Nobody, especially in this magazine, is talking about what's going on in Bethlehem right now.
What's going on in Bethlehem? I ain't even heard nothing.
We talked about this a while ago. Bethlehem's a fucking prison camp.
Oh, okay.
For fucking Palestinians.
Yeah.
They're like rolling tanks through. Some kid throws a fucking rock at a tank and they go through and just fucking
they turn them into fucking Swiss cheese. Yeah.
We need to quit talking about them because, I mean, whatever. We're already on the shadow ban list, but whatever. Look it up, though. I mean, it's true. It's like he said, there's a difference between being a racist and a fucking anti-Semite and someone who's anti-Zion. What was the group that we mentioned in our episode about Zionism? Was it Jews against Zionism or something like that?
Yeah.
Like, they're marching against it on religious grounds. Like, God took this land away from us. Man cannot take it back with military power. We need to seek God.
Yeah.
Like
it doesn't matter where we're at.
That's big, big dick energy again.
Big circumcised dick energy.
Yeah, because it's very important.
Yeah, for them.
Shout out the term bag of dicks being coined in the Bible.
But yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Like I said, there's things I can agree. I mean, he's pro Second Amendment.
Yeah.
Freedom. I can always.
He homeschools his kids.
Yeah. He also.
They do, I guess.
He's also champion against the conspiracy theory revolving around global warming.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, and we've talked about this on the show countless times, and I love they use the term denier because it has such connotations with Holocaust deniers and stuff like that.
It's gross.
I'm not a denier. I believe that the climate changes.
It's that giant furnace in the sky that we see about every 12 hours.
That they only, in their fancy equation to figure this shit out, they only equate 1% of that to being because of the sun.
So cute. It's actually the fact that you consume things and we need to tax you. If we just tax you, it'd be fine. Everything would be fine. It's neat, though, that during this, I hate to bring it up because we weren't going to talk about it, but the coronavirus shutdown, like some of these lakes are coming out clear, because there's not any industrial pollution.
Yeah.
Like we're healing the earth due to the fact that we're...
Well, that's the thing. I've always talked about. I'm a conservationist at heart. I believe we got to keep our waterways clean, and
Yeah, I mean, we drink that shit.
Don't litter and fucking throw away your goddamn garbage. Hey, you ought to recycle.
Burn your plastic. No,
don't burn the plastic.
Well, then it's not like not turtles.
Well, okay. So what you're saying is that the turtle won't die as long as we burn the plastic.
If we burn the plastic, how are they going to choke on straws, my dude?
Yeah, that would be a funny skit, watching someone just burning a shitload of plastic, and they're like, what are you doing? And it's like, it's okay.
Trying to save the turtles, bitch.
I'm saving the sea turtles, man. I'm
going to go do a security check. I thought I heard troops outside.
Copy.
No troops.
Copy. But yeah, and the thing is, I have to give credit where credit is due because this guy's he's been at the forefront of a lot of things that are legitimate. He's gone against the Trilateral Commission, the Bilderberg Group. He infiltrated fucking Bohemian Grove and got some of the only fucking footage we've ever seen inside that motherfucker.
Right.
Like, that's legitimate.
Yeah.
That's like, and I have to give him credit for that, man, because like, who else is fucking doing that?
A lot of his shock journalism too about all these topics. Like, I just think he's a fucking crazy person. He's Florida man, but he lives in Texas and he has a radio show and he's woke as fuck.
Yeah.
That's where I put him.
So at the end of the day, like, I have my problems with him, but I think he's helped in a lot of ways and woken a lot of people up.
I would say that he's responsible for the Bone Studs podcast.
I could say that.
Because in that time of my life, I remember I would get to work early. I worked third shift. Mm-hmm. And I would sit in the parking garage, and I would just go from every single dial on the AM and FM channels to try and find talk radio that I wanted to listen to.
Yeah.
And I found Coast to Coast, I think.
Yeah.
I started listening to that shit. And
I
then
love Coast to Coast.
Yeah, Coast to Coast AM.
Yeah.
But like I was in that mindset. Like I felt like I was searching for something that I wasn't getting in the regular fucking calliope of fucking media.
Yeah.
And then one day, driving home in the morning, I saw that fucking bumper sticker, and I went there, and everything else changed. And then I started fucking screaming at Sean, screaming at Dr. Doug, and then I started screaming at you, and here we are.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I have my problems with him, but I think all in all, he's a betterment to society than a detriment.
So this court case, are they gonna they're physically charging him with OVI? That's gonna get thrown out.
It's still in it's in that limbo area right now.
Is it character assassination at this point?
Pretty much. That's what I see it as.
I was gonna say, how in the fuck are you gonna? You're not gonna get a fucking a charge out of that.
But I have to move on just a little bit because we did get a comment on one of our videos that I actually liked. It seemed nasty at first because you sent it to me. You're like, what the fuck's up with this?
Yeah, I thought we were getting shit talked to.
No, we weren't getting shit talked to.
I must have been in the wrong frame of mind.
He was talking about how we could talk about things involving surviving and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I'm going to reiterate what we said in the episode a few ago, the 40 things you need. While the internet's still on.
Yeah, because apparently it's going to shut down between now and the Good Friday. We'll see if that happens, but it's a possibility.
If you say that 3-word phrase to me right now, the show is over.
What if I just did this on the live?
Okay, you know what? I'm cool with that.
Fuck that, man. Fuck you.
Yeah. You know what? We could talk about that for a minute because it's not directly related. But, man, fuck this 3 days of darkness or 10 days of darkness, whatever the fuck they want to call it.
Right.
I'm tired of their fucking dumbass fucking Jesuit symbology.
Let me say this to the fans and Orion specifically. People that I know, that I like, that I've gotten to know, that are my dudes.
Yeah.
I'm not hating on you.
No.
I'm hating on the fact that... Now, Tubbs and I have talked about this on a number of work trips on the way into work. Like, I hope it's true.
Yeah.
Honestly. Because we need to get rid of these fucking satanic pedophiles.
But at the same time...
But I don't need another daddy to replace my daddy of
and
government.
what are we replacing with them?
Right.
With? You know what I
What's
mean?
it going to be? Another person who thinks he knows better how to rule me than myself.
I mean, look what we're looking down the barrel of right now with all this control and them being able to shut down the entirety of the economy on a whim. Shut
down weddings, shut down fucking... your trip after the wedding honeymoon.
Yeah.
Or my vacation.
This is what we're staring down the barrel of here. And then we get told literally yesterday we're going to have to sit on this for another 30 days.
Somebody sent us a copy of an email. They work for the state of Ohio.
Yeah.
And they sent us an email where they're instructing inmates of various prisons to lie head to toe.
Because that will solve the crisis.
Listen, bitch, they live in a toilet. 2 men live in a toilet.
They live in a bathroom smaller than my bathroom.
Yeah, they live in a very small bathroom.
With a bed in it.
But if we have them sleep head to toe, it's going to be fine. We won't have any spread. Shout out to the dude that sent us that.
These fucking guys.
I'm so sick of government. This should all wake everyone up to the fact that government's fucking useless. The fucking Trump thing that everybody's excited about this bitch-ass stimulus package. Like, the Congress people, what did you say, $46,000?
Yeah.
They gave themselves $46,000 bonus every year. They gave a certain, like, a billions amount of money to fucking Africa.
Yeah.
They just... they're trying to legitimize theft. I just contracted COVID.
No, awesome.
But yeah, all I'm saying is like it's not changing anything.
Yeah,
it's more government control. It's more fucking theft.
And honestly, to bring it back to our subject of the episode, we need people like Alex Jones more than ever.
For sure, especially now before they shut the internet down and after.
Because we need people questioning the narrative here. We need people asking the questions. We need people wondering, with all that's going on, when you start looking at the numbers.
What the truth is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now they want to shit all over what we are as a nation. Like, well, look how many you've surpassed every other country when it comes to infection rates and da-da-da. And I'm like, first of all, you can't even fucking begin to throw that shit at us, considering you all were just talking about how bad China was at fucking being able to report true numbers. And we know
everybody's lying about it.
It is a series of fucking fuck-ups from them over the years when it comes to giving us the true data on their numbers when it comes to these illnesses.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's like, it almost seems like if this was a quote-unquote pandemic, right, it would make sense that you would want to start it in China because they're going to downplay whatever the fuck's going on over there in the first place.
Right. I mean, every time we've joked about it before, but when we played Plague Inc., that's where most of the times I start a virus.
Or I don't understand why different states are banning drugs that have been known to help fight this.
Yeah. Well, I did hear, we talked to the El Presidente about that hydroxychloroquine. That's not something you take preventatively.
No. You only take it if you were actually sick.
Apparently, you can't take it if you don't have anything. It'll kill your liver. And you don't take it if you have a fever. It'll kill you. Yeah, it's dangerous shit.
So yeah, you should use it conservatively.
Right, but I don't understand why they would ban it for treatment. That's silly.
Yeah. The thing is, and then they keep coming up with these numbers, and the numbers, like, I don't, like, it's almost like I feel like they're overblowing it, the numbers, like I think they said we're looking at 100 to 200,000 deaths. I think they're saying that so that when it only ends up being like fucking less than 20,000 deaths, they're like, oh, well, look, we did great because only 20,000 people died instead of what we thought was going to die. Like, give me a fucking break. Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
No, I just think we're all super tired, and I think that the listeners are probably tired as well. Yeah. Tired physically, tired spiritually, tired of hearing about it.
We hope you enjoyed this episode. We wanted to give you something that wasn't just a COVID-heavy episode.
What would you say Dr. Tubbs' prescription is for the listeners?
Well, I tell you what.
Is it gin?
You could drink yourself a little bit of gin.
Gin? Did you have lemon in there?
Oh, lemon and lime.
Oh, yeah. Look at you.
I'm not saying alcohol is the cure for all your problems.
Right.
But a good drink just to sand the edges off isn't bad here and there.
Hit the reset button, bro.
Just moderation.
Yeah. Don't drive. Don't be like Alex Jones.
Yeah. Don't pull an Alex Jones. Go outside.
Yeah.
Get some sun.
Don't kill your family.
Yeah. Find things to do that will, keep your spirits up. Like watch Tiger King on Netflix.
Yeah. One of the things I'm excited about, if this Q the Q Trust the Plan.
Yeah, okay.
If it is true, is that they say that during those 3 days of darkness, they're going to play an 8-hour, I don't know what you call it. Expose. I wanted to say documentary, but whatever. Use the word that you like in your mind. An 8-hour presentation on repeat for 72 hours of all the proofs of why they're doing what they're doing. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Because then all those people look too crazy, like, in the podcast.
Yeah.
He didn't talk about Bigfoot. Yeah, the Bigfoot. You got the aliens.
Yeah.
The alien and the invasion.
Yeah.
Suck my dick.
Well, I'm sure like a lot of people who listen to true crime podcasts are probably getting people's hot takes on Tiger King this week.
Yeah.
Of course, we ended up talking about it, but not a lot. That was just kind of like a sidebar.
The thing that makes me nervous about it is that everybody's talking about it. Every time that happens, I get nervous.
But what could come of everybody watching this crazy-ass documentary about this goofy fucking white trash Joe Dirt gay fucking...
I mean, it's like 45 minutes an episode, 10 episodes, right?
Yeah.
It's a decent amount of time that I'm paying attention to something that I'm not paying attention to something else.
Yeah.
That's where... I mean, I'm crazy. Don't listen to me.
But here's the thing, though. We just said, like, find yourself a distraction.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, because, like, I'm not saying completely divorce yourself from what's going on in the world.
Maybe read G. Edward Griffin's book, Creature from Jekyll Island.
Yeah. Or just read a good series. Read a book series.
Make sex.
Yeah. Sex does relieve stress. So.
I did see that they're claiming this will be the new baby boomer age.
It could be.
Kill all the boomers, create more boomers.
Everybody's home, I saw a funny meme about that earlier, but it is X-rated.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, I don't think... Did you see it?
Mm-mm.
It said something about China restocking.
I didn't see it.
Oh, it's on my phone. I'll have to show it to you.
Is it in the group chat?
I thought it was.
I probably didn't see it. I'm not very good at keeping up on
Yeah,
that
you
group
don't.
chat.
If you find it, do not push play because it's got a
Why is
lot
there
of
a
noise.
penis?
I didn't even see that.
Ever cut your nails too short? It's a different group chat.
God damn it!
Did you see the one the other day with the dude who had like 4 fingers on the table next to his dick, and he's like, "I stubbed my thumb." Oh man!
Let's see. I'll have to find it for you. I might have got it sent to me. Oh, I think I know. Disregard. I think it wasn't in a group chat.
All right.
Okay, I'll find it for you. Anyways, sorry, that was like a private conversation between two people.
We're gonna keep it too.
Yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you want to get a hold of us, you could always get a hold of us on Instagram.
Instagram.com/Sports
Hit us up in them DMs.
Yeah.
Like, share, subscribe, all that.
All
business.
those things. Share it with everybody.
You could also just email us.
bonesandtubs@gmail.com.
And talk to us. We love long chain emails, talking
We'll
about
read it.
And especially right now, like I feel like it would be cool because I feel like it would be like letters from the front. Like if people were just telling us how things are going for state to state and like what they've seen and what's impacted them when it comes to COVID-19 and what the government's doing and all that stuff. Because I think those kinds of lines of communication can become very important right now. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Because if they're going to shut down all of like the media and everything like that, we need to have communication.
Yeah. Send us your text, your phone numbers like Orion did. We'll text you.
Do wellness checks.
We might start a Bones and Tubs group chat text message.
Maybe we could do a Discord or something like that too.
There it is.
But we'll get with you guys if we're going to do a Discord. But, people have been contacting us on Facebook.
Facebook.com/Bones.
Hey, I know times are tough, so I'm not really going to hawk it. But
it is an option.
It is an option. You could go
just
over.
Like Mr. Whitman, who gave us $20 on Venmo.
Yeah, you go over to Patreon.
Patreon.com/Bones and Tubs.
Venmo.
Bones and Tubs on Venmo, PayPal, Cash App.
Yes. If you want to show support. But like I said, as far as I'm concerned, the only support I really want from you guys right now is just to keep listening.
Share it.
Share.
Share.
Because I feel like we're on the cusp of a great awakening. And people might want to get a couple feet on the ground before this shit starts spinning real fast.
Before the Trump train puts on the 5G and shuts down the 5D.
Yeah. So we'd like to thank y'all for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show. We hope you have a good week, and we hope to see you next time.
We love you.
We really do.
I ain't here to talk shop, I'm here to talk cops who crooked and corrupt, who need to be stopped, who aren't afraid to aim, squeeze and release round after round until they put them in sheets. I said any and everywhere they're hitting it well aware of what they're doing and no they don't care. Everything's illegal and nobody's free, we're all tapped to track. Yeah, you and me hardwired to tune. They watch in the back room with their cameras on Zoom, laughing at me and you. Yeah, go ahead and think it ain't. Police stay for real, cause the cops got tanks. I got hounds to call out, around to the used, but that ain't a problem until they used on you. I said, one false move, you'll be up on the news in the morning and evening. Footage of your family weeping, man down. Yeah, they do what they want, and they rule by force and they're out on the hunt. Man down, they put another in the ground. I got tanks and troops headed to your town. Man down, it ain't a game, it's a shame. That's why I don't play, cause they run the game. Man down, yeah, they do what they want, and they rule by force and they're out on the hunt. They say that's the way it is, but it's sick cause the kids deserve more than to live in a world like this. I'm pissed, I'm phased in the rage and hop from the flash and the bang grenades. I'm burning alive cause I'm burning inside. I'm a man on fire cause another man died. I'm appalled, let's just list them all. I'm sure I'll miss a few and a few will applaud. They punch kids, shot kids, taste pregnant ladies, taking babies to land and put cuffs on the hands of veterans. It choked a peacemaker, he broke up a fight and then died a little later. They shot men in the back who went under attack and were caught on film, and they lied about the facts. They protect each other, they're owning the throne, so don't be shocked at all when they're breaking your home. Man down, yeah, they do what they want, and they rule by force and they're out on the hunt. Man down, they put another in the ground. I got tanks and troops headed to your town. Man down, it ain't a game, it's a shame. That's why I don't play, cause they run the game. Man down, yeah, they do what they want, and they they ruled by force and they're out on the hunt. It'll get real in a matter of minutes. Gone without a sentence, no trial, no witness. Man down, it ain't new, get a clue and just think next time it could have been you. Man down, it ain't new, get a clue and just think next time it could have been you. Man down, it ain't new, get a clue and just think next time it could have been you. It'll get real in a matter of minutes. Gone without a sentence, no trial, no witness. Man down, it ain't new, get a clue and just think next time it could have been you. Man down, it ain't new, get a clue and just think next time it could have been you. Man down, it ain't new, get a clue and just think next time it could have been you. All they need is a reason. It don't matter, it's open season. All they need is a reason. It don't matter, it's open season.